Hello and welcome to this video guide on administration of ReportAway for FreshBooks. Before you can capture time or expenses or generate invoices, there needs to be some configuration data in both FreshBooks and ReportAway. This video guide shows how to set up that data. In this case, we're talking about the clients, the projects that are associated with clients, the tasks that are associated with projects, categories to which expenses can be allocated, and taxes. Taxes for expenses and taxes for invoice line items. So let's get started. First off, we're going to show you how to create or administer clients. In this case, we've already synchronized our BlackBerry data with the FreshBooks service, and we have 3 clients in our system. On the client list here, we see 2 controls. The first is a refresh list. If you ever thought that perhaps there was some clients in your FreshBooks account that you didn't have on your BlackBerry, simply press the refresh list and your clients will be synchronized with the service. If you wish to create a new client, simply click the plus button here, which adds an item. You type in the client's organization, name, their first and last name, and emails, and then save. In this case, we're not going to do that because I want to show you another feature, which is how to import a client from your contact list, your native BlackBerry contact list. So we're just going to switch over to the contact application, and we're going to go down and select a contact. In this case, we have one named Billy Otter set up. Simply highlight Billy Otter in this case, press the menu key, and go to Import Contact to FreshBooks. So all the relevant information from that contact has now been brought into ReportAway. We could edit it if we wished, but in this case it's all correct. We just hit a save, and that gets pushed into the FreshBooks service. If you ever needed to edit a client, simply roll onto it, click the trackball, and you could change the client's information here. In this case, we'll just change the name and save. Likewise, if we wish to delete a client, we would roll onto it, press the menu key, and select Delete Selection. There are other menu items here as well that are useful. For example, you could duplicate selections. Okay, that's it for clients. Now, clients have projects. Projects are administered on the administration screen. We go to the administration screen, and across the top ribbon are a number of controls. On the left is the project list control. You can click on that, and we see a familiar looking screen here. Across the top is a ribbon. Again, if we wanted to create a new project, we simply press the plus button. We'll do that. We're just going to call this Test Project. We're going to assign it to a client. In this case, we're going to pick Otterville Wireless. We're going to leave the billing method at the default. It could, if we wished, be changed to an hourly task rate or staff rate, or any of these selections, but we're just going to leave it at the hourly staff rate. If, however, we had changed this to hourly project rate, the number we put here, for example, if we said it's $100. It's important to note for FreshBooks that when you're creating time entries, FreshBooks ensures that any task assignments for a unit of time are consistent with the selected project. Therefore, any tasks that are associated with the project need to be set up here. I'm just going to go down and arbitrarily select some tasks. You simply click on them. Cycling, that's my favorite. We'll click on that, and documentation. We go down to the bottom and we save. Now, let's just say, for example, you wish to understand which projects are associated with a particular client. You can go over to the filter list here. You click on this filter control and you can select a given client. In this case, we'll just take Otterville Wireless as an example, apply the filter, and we can see 3 projects. If we wish to change that, for example, we'll look at Asir Systems, there's 7 projects associated there. If we wish to clear all filters, we simply click on the asterisk control here, and now we're up to 11 projects. Again, like clients, on the menu button we have the option to delete items, duplicate them, and edit them. Of course, like the client list, we can also edit by simply clicking on an item. Okay. Alright, that's it for projects. Now we're going to look at tasks. Tasks get created and can be assigned to projects. So any given task can have a relationship with any arbitrary number of projects. So as an example here, we have a task called meeting. It's a very simple task. Meeting, it has a billable rate of $100 an hour. It is billable. We could simply make changes to this if we wished, but we're not going to. Again, adding tasks, simply click the add button here. So give it a rate of $50. We're going to make it billable and save. And just as an example, if we wished to assign that new task to the previous project we had created, we will go down to that test project, and we're going to find now that in here our test task has been added to the list of those things that we can add and associate to the project. So we'll just click on that and save. Categories are items which get associated with expenses. And again, the controls for creating categories work the exact same way as with tasks and projects, except of course categories are freestanding. By that I mean they are not associated with any particular client or project. But again, if we wanted to create a new category, we could just click on the add item button and say my new category and save it. That gets pushed into the FreshBooks service. And just as an example, if we go over to record an expense, just for fun, we'll check the category field here, and we should see, there it is, my new category is an option for this expense. Okay, that is categories. Now let's go look at tax codes. Here we go to the tax code list button, and you can see we have a number of taxes in here. Some of them are from our old test data. Here's one called blah. We're just going to delete that, so we go to the button or to the menu and select delete. To create a new tax code item, we press the add item button, enter the name for this tax code. We're just going to call this the junk tax. Whimsical expression there. We're going to say it's 20% and save. And there it is. Now this tax code would show up in the expense editor to assign to expense items, or in invoices to assign to line items. That completes this video guide on administration in ReportAway for FreshBooks. Thanks for watching.